clean slate, my sin is obscured. Oh, where does the good go? Oh, what's gonna happen tomorrow? Oh, why are you crying? Oh, why am I fighting you this time? I can't keep saying what I think, like the past won't disappear, just like a bad dream in bad ink. And everyone's so avant-garde, 1,000 worldviews just tugging on my arm. Numb and dumb with burnout eyes, we drank the poison, we ate up their lie. But every day starts good and pure, with coffee, a clean slate, my sin is obscured. Oh, where does the good go? Oh, what's gonna happen tomorrow? Oh, why are you crying? Oh, why am I fighting you this time? At night the quiet is too loud, like white noise from a big crowd. The TV's on, it's hard to read. We're multitasking through a century, and every man must play his part. Take off the mask when the theater's dark. I just want something real tonight. I don't want your screen or your satellite. I just want something so pure tonight.